What's going on, ESGN Nation, and welcome back to another episode here today for FIFA 20. And this is the Wolverhampton Wolves Manager Career Mode here, episode 38, as we are getting ready for a matchup here in our first one of the day. In today's episode, we got three matches actually. First one is going to be, of course, against Everton, and of course, Wolves. Last three matches have not been hot ones. We've found ways to win, but they've been tough. And today we're trying to see if we can turn things around here and try to finish the month off here on the right foot and try to win some solid games here. First, we got Everton, of course. Then we got West Ham to finish the month of December, and also as well as a road trip to Southampton. So some pretty good matchups here. There's some bottom, there's a couple of, let's see, Everton in 14th place right now. West Ham, I believe, are in the top 10, and I believe Southampton might be somewhere up in the mid table there. But like I said, Everton, there you see, 14th place right now. Currently in the Premier League with 18 matches. They are 5, 3, and 10, and with 18 points. And of course, our last match was against Burnley, where they won that match 3-1. So, of course, our game as of late has been kind of, it's kind of sus. We've been giving up goals here, which we're trying our best to, trying to walk out with some clean sheets. But that's been a kind of a tough thing here. Not just in this series, but also in my Austin FC series, if you guys watch that on Fridays here on the channel. And of course, definitely go to the second channel over on ESGNet plus LP, as we have the Manchester United series as well. So it's been a tough time trying to have some scoreless games here on the pitch in all three series, and of course 2 games, FIFA 20 and of course FIFA 22. Of course, FIFA 23 coming around the corner. Obviously, we'll have a new series coming up. Of course, trying to get this series wrapped up for this season that we're in right now. As you see there, Bali is going to be called there. I don't know exactly why he got a yellow card there. I think he bumped into him there, but I think that was seriously, you're gonna okay, fine, whatever. So Gibbs White gets does a nice job there getting the football there. We'll see if we can finish this one up, and that comes off the post, and we cannot get the rebound at all. We actually had 2 times there, 2 rebounds. We could have tried to put a goal in there, but was unsuccessful. So here we are now, 10 minutes into the game, and Mape here trying to get something going. And of course, teams have been watching us very closely here. We've been putting Mape in a lot of these games, these matchups here in the Premier League as of late. And that goal goes in there, and that is a beautiful shot there. It's Mape, a front of the home crowd here on the pitch, scores a goal here. First goal of the day for the Wolves. As look at this, right on the far close, the near post. Just look at that spacing there. Just look at that. Just little, little sliver there of the net, gets it in there, gets a goal, does a great job there. That's going to be his 12th goal here in the Premier League, as he is up there, one of our, I think one of 3 players right now. Of course, Catrone being our goal leader here this season, as we get a nice stop there and try to get this one away. And we have a little trouble there. Nevis got to get this ball out of that side of the pitch here. Now going for the attack. Here's Mape going, gets this one here, and that nice stop there, as the goalkeeper gets in front of that one, does a great job. As again, Amada here trying to get something going here, and he's been having a quiet year here. He's kind of one of the players I've been thinking about trying to maybe shop around and see what we can do, see if we can get any, because I think we can get some decent value out of him. He hasn't been playing as well as he did in the first season of this series. And really, truly, he's not that old at all. I think he's still in his mid 20s. But just an idea that we could possibly kind of toy with as we go into this winter transfer window coming up. As like I said, we're the last these are the last 3 matches in the month of December. It's Mape here going for another shot there, and that one's going to be ricocheted off the goalkeeper. As again, the goalkeeper doing a good job trying to keep this game tight here. Is like I said, Everton. They've they had a tough time earlier on in the season, but started to climb back up the table, as you see it. But they still got a lot of work to do, as they're in the bottom half. They're in that mid, mid section of the. Oh, you see Daughtry there gets tripped up, and thank you for that there on that one on Baines. As yeah, let's see with this one here. Oh, yeah, that's definitely seriously, if you're gonna call that, you're gonna call a slight bump from Bali. I mean, that right there, that clearly, if we're gonna call those kind of ridiculous plays, we gotta do something about it. Mape gets a goal, nice goal, and that's gonna be his second one of the season, second one of the season, 13th of the season, and again, he's starting to go up there. As one of our, as we take a look here, this is just a great free kick there. Got himself right there. Nobody was really there to get in front of him there, with the exception of the goalkeeper there. Of course, the goalkeeper, dove. It's a little too soon. Could have had it, but Mape does a great job there, just knocking that one in there, and it makes it now 2-0 here at home from the hometown supporters. As we just take a look here, 13th goal of the season, 39th minute in the ball game, and we'll see if we maybe can score another one before the end of the half. As we're now near the 40, about 2 minutes later here, we're in the near the 42nd minute here. As Gibbs White has the football there. Oh, nice pass. Mape here looking just to get this one in there, and Amada just could not get there on time. As we see. Try to keep that ball on this side of the pitch here, and now you see Everton going to try to make the attack, and oh no, we let the defender get past us there. Someone's got to get in front of him. We got to make a stop here, guys. And we can. Oh, thank goodness, he misses his opportunity there, and that'll be it for the first half. So, first half, not too bad. I like us so far here. We're doing a great job there. Of course, 2 goals there for Mape, and of course, both of them were, on that far right-hand corner there that he made, and I think really and truly, I mean, those were 2 great goals there. So we'll switch up sides here as Gibbs White now in the box, and he tries to make an attempt there for a shot there, but of course, the goalkeeper making a decent save. So now getting close to the 50th minute now in this ball game. Everton here trying to make the attack. Trying to get there, and of course, do a great job there. But then they get the ball back in the box, and thank goodness. But Bali's going to get called again. This is going to be his if he gets a card here, this will be his second yellow card. It'll turn to a red card. And if he of course, gets a red card, he's going to be, he's going to have to sit out a game. Whereas Bali, he's lucky because he gets a he gets a warrant. Well, it's going to actually be a PK here. So, penalty kick coming up. No card. So we'll see if our goalkeeper here can make a stop. And that one gets right by him. As our goalkeeper, our goalkeeper's old. Those knees are a little, creaky, and they kind of already settled already. And that's kind of one of the things we're kind of looking at going into the transfer window possibly. I do have a couple of youngsters that we're looking at that could possibly come in and play. We've been developing them, but, at the same time, Puchko is still, he's still one of those top goalkeepers in the Premier League that can still do something. And we'll try to see, that one got biased, but, fortunately, no clean sheet here in this one. So 2-1. Obviously over the minute, or obviously over the hour mark here. As we got to try to get back to what we were doing there in the first half. Oh no, come on, guys, we cannot be playing stupid like this. And this is what this is. It's stupid. This time that was just a bad play. I don't know what he was trying to do there, but we'll try to see if Portugal can make a save. He does! Great job there that time around. Gets the save. And no. Get the ball out of here. 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 The goalkeeper there saves us there on that one. That could have been really bad, as we could have even had that game evenly being back level here. So now, Everton here. Cross kick. We get in front of this one here. Trying to find somebody to help us get the ball, as Mate will get the ball, but Everton will get the ball back, and now they'll go back on the attack here, as we cannot try to give up any more goals here. We don't give up points here. This should be a decent game for us. This should be a win. As though we make a save there, I think that we should just let that one go, because now the ball is still, the numbers wise here, I think it's more, well, it might be more in our favor. But you see a cross kick there, and that one gets in there, and oh, we could have had that. That should have been our goal. But he ricochets off the post. It goes on the outside of the post, and that is not going to be a goal. 82nd minute now. Wolves here still having a 1-goal lead, and of course trying to have a decent play here. His defense is kind of getting wobbly and kind of shaky, but now Dendarker has the ball. Dendarker passes this one up ahead. Mape looking for his 3rd goal of the game. No! It gets ricocheted off the post again. That damn post, that left side post hates us. And that ball is going to be driven out of the way. Now we're on the attack again. Dendarker this time around. Pass there to Neves. Neves here fires this one there. Great save from the goalkeeper. And that's how this one's going to end, as we're able to survive this one. Honestly, that was the last 10 minutes there. It seems like it's so difficult for us to stay solid, and of course we did make some bad decisions there. Obviously, the first one was ridiculous. That bump that Bali had, that was ridiculous. He shouldn't have got a card for that at all. That was just the goalkeeper, or the official. He must have had a bad day coming to the park. He must have found a bad parking spot. Must have got bad food. Whatever the case may be. Took it out on our players, and of course gave us that stupid flag. That stupid yellow card there. But I'm surprised they didn't give him another yellow card. Because, that one I will say he legitimately, that could have easily went the other way. And of course, Baines for Everton got a card as well, which rightfully deserved, because if you're gonna call something stupid as the one that we got the first time, you need to do the same thing for the other team. There's not, both teams are doing stupid, causing stupidity in your eye, in the eyes of the official. You gotta call it. You gotta call it both ways. It's just how it is. So final score 2-1. As we wrap up the first game here in this three-match episode, and take a look at the numbers there. You guys can obviously pause the video there, but a great day there for our guy Mape, who is of course the player of the match. Great job, as he scored 2 goals. Now he has 13 goals now for the season. And like I said, we're trying to rotate our guys as much as we possibly can, because I do want to get some of those younger guys in there. If not necessarily on the pitch, but a chance to get to be in the lineup, or be at least in the in the substitutions there. So in case we do need to make a change, we can do so. But I think once we start playing, we have a lot of lower table lower table teams, and I think we might see more of those younger players to be able to have a chance to play once we get to into the second half of the season in January. So we're going to go ahead and get to the second match here today. It's taking on West Ham, and of course West Ham currently in 6th place right now in the Premier League. And West Ham, in 19 matches, they are 13-2-4 for the season. They have 41 points. In the last match they drew against Liverpool in a 1-1 tie, and Liverpool currently is just a point ahead of them in the table with just 42 points. And of course, we have a 10-point lead over West Ham, and this could be a tricky game. Like I said, they are one of those teams we've had trouble with before in the past. I think last season I think they were the team, if not Manchester, that gave us one of our losses. I think last season we only had 2 losses, and I think West Ham was that one that was early on. So here we are, back in front of the home crowd again for this one, as we're taking on West Ham. And like I said, it should be a good one. Last year, we lost that one. I think it was a close 2-1 matchup. I think they scored at the last minute, the last few minutes of that in that game. I think, matter of fact, it was on. It was here. Matter of fact, I think it was, because we ended up beating them pretty good as we went on the road at West Ham and beat them there in London. So we'll try to see if we can try to avoid them, avoid getting a loss here and not have a repeat of from last year. As now West Ham on the attack, and that one's going to be taken away as Portugal here has the football. So great job there as we make the winger there misfire. As Amada now has the football here, and Amada's going to send this one here. Oh, do we have a good matchup here? Can we get this one in there? No, just Dundalker just got that one too late to Mape. Mape here goes and tries to fire that ball in the small hole there. Try to get that one, maybe bend the ball there to get around the net, but it hits right on the post there, the near post of him, and it's going to ricochet off as goes out of bounds, of course. So here we are now trying to go for a header. No, we can't get the header. That was just a bad header from us. But we do have possession of the football. So we'll move the ball around here and try to see if we can try to set up something in the box. As you see Mape there. And Mape, he not the best position here. Let's take a look. I mean, he was right where he needed to be, but just could not angle it into the net. And as a defender, of course, did a great job there keeping up with him and, forcing that bad header. So now West Ham here trying to go for a goal here. We got to get in front of this guy here. Thank goodness. Oh, my God. Hit off the crossbar there. And now they get the ball back in possession here as they get this one back in the box. And now, again, we try to move this one around as Dundalker now has it. Now he sets up to Amada. And, of course, Amada here trying to get rid of it here as he's trying to fight around that defender. And, of course, get down to the pitch here. Try to see if he can get a cross of some sort here, as that one's going to be blocked. I noticed this game, too, as well as also on the new one. Especially the new one. They are ridiculously, they do a great job there on the blocking the ball. Like, they get in front of it like nobody's business. Like, how in the hell does that happen? How do they get the ball in front of the ball that quick, or be able to block it that quick, especially when you're a couple yards ahead of them. As we see, try to make a play there in the box, and of course, computer's smart enough not to go a penalty here. West Ham is pretty disciplined in that situation here in this one, and of course, like the same way they were last year. As now West Ham here move the ball around the midfield, and nice interception there from Dundalker. Now he has Neves there, Daughtry to Gibbs White. Gibbs White there to Dundalker. Dundalker try to hold on to it, but he gets. Okay, come on, you should have been calling something there. That was a shove, but then of course not going to call anything. And then there you see trying to make a decent tackle there, but just lost the ball. Nobody was there to help us out. So now West Ham trying to go on the attack. And again, nice stop there from us. As now we move the ball again. Great job here. Move the ball. Take our time. Get that back to Gibbs White. Gives this one to Mape. Mape here looking. He finds Dundalker. Dundalker goes for the kill. Gets the net, and that gets in there. Beautiful job. Great. You see there, he says once more. Hopefully we can set him up for more here, as he did a great job. That was a great setup there for our guys there. And just drills this one there on the far left-hand or far right-hand side there in that corner. And gets a goal. Off the post at that. Nice. Beauty. Way to use the post there. This time the post actually helps us out this time. on that side of the field here. Zendocker gets his 9th goal of the season here in the Premier League, as it's now 1-0 here at home. As that's pretty much the first half. I mean, really the first half of this ball game right now between West Ham and the Wolves. And I'm kind of, it's kind of something I've kind of noticed here lately, that's pretty much how it goes. And of course, our job going into the second half here is going to try to have to play have a solid defense. Make sure we don't do nothing stupid, like getting penalties in the box or or letting open shots, not defending that side of the pitch, because we're known to do that. We're known to give up some ridiculous open shots to some of these guys, especially outside the box. I remember, I think it was last season they got one outside of the box, and the guy just drilled it. So we got to do a better job and not avoid that from happening this year. As now Mape has the football here, finds Gibbs White. Gibbs White's there. Gibbs White's trying to find, and it's going to be a trip. This could be a penalty kick here. As you see, it's going to be a yellow card. That's going to be on Declan Rice, as he'll get his yellow card here in today's game. And yeah, I mean, I understand he was trying to go after the ball, but at the same time, you took the guy's legs out from him. And that's a huge no-no. You can't do that, especially in the box. As he was in the process of shooting here, Mape trying to go for that kick, and he gets it in there, gets the PK, and makes it now 2-0 here in front of the crowd. As the supporters loving what they're seeing from these boys here again. These lads just doing a great job this season. And this is a pretty well put together team. Like I said, this is what Mape's here for. I mean, I think I've said this before in other videos, but he's really here to help us out in big games, like with West Ham and with Manchester United and Man City and Liverpool. We need him involved in those big games. We need a big time player because Jimenez not really there anymore. He doesn't have that spark or that fire. And Mape, if we can find some good supporting cast to help him out a little bit more. With, like I said, possibly getting rid of Amada. And, of course, we got some young. We got Mendez, and I can't even think of who the other wingers are. But if we get those wingers and going for us, that's going to be awesome down the line here in the next 2 or 3 seasons. We'll have a dominant front three that we can definitely do something with. And, of course, we're also got a couple cams that we're working with, some youngsters that I think will be very, very helpful for us. And, of course, not just cams, but as well as center mids that can really help us out on this on the offensive side of the box, or offensive side of the pitch there. 2-0. Again, just couldn't do anything there on that one. Now we'll see a good kick here, and there you see a fight. As now Leo's in the game here. He's coming in here to take over from Mape. And Leo's one of those good young strikers here that we're working with. And no! Bale, what happened? He's been very aggressive here in this episode here today. As he gets called on that. As we'll see now, try to play some keep away here. As we got 3 extra minutes now of stoppage time. And, of course, trying to play keep away here. We don't necessarily have the score. But, of course, at the same time, we like to try to, maybe put something on the board here just to, make sure that we put the, the fork in them and say they're done. And we ended up walk out of here with a clean sheet. Nice job there. 2-0. Here's your final score. As we actually had a couple of our guys that I've been thinking about selling. They were asking for some time to get on the pitch, and I figured okay, I started making some subs there, and I think it's gonna be helpful for them because, like I said, we're trying to get them some good looks, get them on the pitch as well, because they are players that we're thinking about selling, like Swiss and a couple other guys there that were a couple older 20-year-olds, maybe a couple 30-year-olds that we have that. Maybe want to move on to another club that they can help out with a veteran presence. So, like I said, we're looking around. Excuse me. We're looking around in the transfer window, as well as not necessarily bringing people in, because I think, like I said, I want to pretty similar to my Austin FC series. I want to kind of just really create those homegrown players and just get them on the pitch as early as we can. And like I said, against games like we play against some of the lower tier players, as well as a lot of the domestic cups, they're going to get involved in that a lot more here. And like I said, you'll see more of that. I think I don't know if you guys have been noticing, but we've been doing more of that here in these last couple of episodes here. I'm just trying to introduce some of those players and getting that time on the pitch, and which is nice too, because some of these players too can play. Some can play a winger as too. If they're a striker, they can play a winger, or if they're a midfielder, they can play a cam, or in some cases, I do have a defensive setback. You see Leo, he's playing that cam position, but I also have a defensive one that we use for like Man City when we had the Man City and Liverpool, when we had to play more defensive type of mode. I have that as well. So we have some defensive center mids that we also, I think I'm trying to keep at least 2 or 3 of them, so we can kind of rotate and not wear them out as much. But at the same time, I think we may end up having, I've been thinking about it, maybe just having 2 and get the third one, maybe convert him as a center mid at some point here in the season. But as you take a look there, nice win. And of course there you see Wayne Clark. He wants to cancel his contract with us, and he wants to be released from his youth academy. So we might end up going to let him go. Unfortunately, he is one of those players that I really had a plan for, but so far that plan is not coming about. So we might have to just go ahead and let him go. There you see John McKeith. He's got that deal. He's going on loan, so we're trying to get him on loan, because he's one of those right wings that I really believe that if we can get him a loan deal with another club here somewhere in Europe or overseas, over in the States, I think a good year on the pitch, he is definitely going to be a huge impact for us. He's one of those one of the 2 wingers that I would mention earlier that I'm really excited about, that he's going to be something special for us. A good support role there for our strikers, and of course center forwards, or whatever you want to call them. Benny Ashley Seal, of course we're working on getting a loan deal with him. He's another one of those young strikers that we're trying to, he needs to be on the pitch, because he is just too talented. He has a pretty good potential. It's somewhere around the mid-70s. So he's almost there. He's definitely, obviously I think another 2 more overall points, I think he'll be ready to play for us. Because I think his highest potential is 78. And the way he's going right now, he might actually go over that there. He might be at 80 when all things are said and done. So we'll definitely try to work with him. But like I said, and he's kind of agreed. He kind of wants to see if he can play overseas and get some playing time there, and that's what we're going to try to do. So as we wrap up here today's episode, we'll get to the third and final game here, as we are going to be going against Southampton, as we were trying to finish off the month of December going to the new year. Southampton, of course, 20 matches so far this season. They are 6-4-10. They see gave 20 goals to giving up 28 goals, with of course a goal differential of -8. They have 22 points now so far here this season, and of course they are trying to bounce back, or trying to keep this momentum going for themselves. There, as they won against Newcastle on the road in Newcastle 2-0. So they are a team that I'm kind of getting, some of these bottom tier teams, they're that mid tier, or not mid tier, but mid table tier teams. They've been winning some games there. I think I can't remember who it was, but they had one of the teams there in the mid teens there. they had a huge win over. One team had a huge win. It was like a 5-0 lead over, or 5-0 win over Man City, and I was kind of shocked and surprised. Like, oh boy, like if they can do that to them, I know they can. They can definitely do it to us, and especially the way with the way our back line at times has come into question, or as you kids nowadays say sus. That could definitely be something that we can, that could be really troubling for us. So Wayne Rooney will be on the pitch there today. They wanted us to bring out Rooney in the message there from the board of directors. And of course, there you see 3 goals in the last 3 matches there for Neves, who's doing a great job. So Neves normally plays as our captain, but today we're giving that role to Wayne Rooney. Like I said, Wayne Rooney is really there to kind of just help us out in high-profile matches. But for today, they said, hey, we haven't seen Rooney on the pitch this too much this season. Of course, we're kind of using Rooney kind of sparingly because he is up there in age. But like I said, we're kind of using him sparingly. We're going to probably see him more so once we get to the. And I think we may have to end up having on the if he's not necessarily starting, but have him in the lineup so he can be ready to have those fresh legs. Once we get deeper into the Champions League and, of course, in the FA Cup going on here. And, of course, some of the big matches once we get deeper and play. I think because we still have a game. We still got to play another game against Liverpool and another one against Man City. So those like him and Mape, I think we'll probably end up having them both on the pitch at the same time. I think they both can play a wing position. I know they're both strikers, but I think they both can play a wing type position. I know Mape can play left wing, so that'll be interesting to see. That might be a thing we might have to kind of toy around with and kind of see how that works out with, and see if there's any chemistry to that, which I imagine it would be in a situation like that. So you see Rooney here trying to go here in the box and goes there and fires this one. As we try to, Amade there sees the ball coming down to him, but just cannot get a good aim on that one. As now Dendocker has the football. Dendocker trying to get around, trying to find somebody, finds Neves. Now Rooney has the football here. Rooney in the box. Rooney goes around, gives it back to Neves, back outside the box. Neves in the box here, has it, and then Gibbs White had it, but he ends up being offsides. And that is, of course, now going to be a possession now of Southampton. So far, this kind of back and forth between the two teams, defensive-wise. And, a lot of action, really pretty much in this, if I remember correctly, in this game. Just middle of the pitch, pretty even-wise. Some good tackling, good back and forth here as we try to make a stop there. No, cannot. Or we do get the stop, but they try to fire there, and that one's going to go over the bar instead into the net. As now we, again, you see this back and forth here in the midfield here. Pretty even midfield-wise. As now, come on, Roger, you got to do a better job there. Can't let that one get by. That one goes off the crossbar. That was a little scary. My butt puckered on that one there when I was playing this. As we see Rooney here. Oh, come on. I mean, of all things, we keep hitting I think that's going to be the episode here. Just hitting the post here today. Just hitting the post. Hitting those posts. Anyway, we'll see here. Southampton here just doing a great job here, dribbling the ball in the box and trying to kind of work us over and just have us overthink things in the box. As Gibbs White there gives it back to Rooney. Rooney trying to go for here on the outside. They kick this one back inside. Gibbs White tries to fire that one in there, but again, the goalkeeper just doing a great job there, just getting in front of it and just making a nice play. Gibbs White there gives the Rooney. Rooney now up the middle there to Neves. Neves loses the football. He's got to try to fight back and get it, but defense there does a great job there moving this one back to their midfield as we get it. Our backfield now gives it back to our midfield, and then you see again another great interception. So like I said, hopefully we can if no one if we don't, hopefully we can avoid them scoring here before the half. But if it does, score here, and then obviously second half, we definitely got to find another strategy of getting that ball away and just have more of a battle. Just making sure that they don't get more extra shots than us. As you see, we have 3 extra minutes here. Again, a little scary here because they're attacking here, and they're actually attacking pretty good. As now Southampton here move the ball around here. That one, gets ricocheted there. Great job there from our goalkeeper, making a nice block, and we're just going to hold on to this one as we go to the second half. So you see Neves won a tip, but no goals here. Of course, a couple of those could have went in, but they hit off the post or hit off the crossbar or just bad aiming. It's been pretty much the talk of this in this game in particular, but especially in this episode. Just nothing but just hitting the post. That's just all we're doing. But you see there, that one gets fired. It's going to be a misfire there as it goes too far over the crossbar. So now Amada here going to get down the pitch here. He's going to fire this one here. Can we get that one in there? No. Doggo misses his shot there of trying to get something going. And now you see Southampton now trying to go on the attack. And Southampton here, oh my God, that was close. Anytime I see shots like that from Southampton, I'm like, no, come on. Don't try to get us here late. Don't get those late goals here. As we see, try to fire this one in there. And that goal goes in there. That is from Neves. That's a heartbreaker right there. I don't care who you are. That is a heartbreaker. But, hey, we get the goal. We got the goal we need. And now the job is now to make sure we can maintain this 1-goal lead and play some defense. So, obviously, we want to score a second one here. And we want to try to score it quickly as we can. But Neves helps us out there big time. And that is going to be a goal for him and for the Wolves. As that'll be Neves number 8 for him, I believe, here in the Premier League. As he's doing a great job here this season for us here on the pitch. Just one of those great additions that we have. One of our younger, leadership. He just seems like does a great job as a captain at times. Of course, today, like I said, not playing captain, as Wayne Rooney is going to take that honor there. Of course, directed by the board of directors. Sometimes I think the things they ask us here, I'm like, nah, I'm not going to start him. Or, nah, I'm not going to have him be captain. Not going to do it. Misplay or missed shot there from Southampton. Again, Southampton, as you can tell here, they're doing a great job here making attacks. But so far here, these attacks have not, they've been close. Or they've been, we've like you see there, we just get it right in front of them and kind of make a stop. Corner kick here, and that one, thank goodness. We had enough bodies there to kind of deflect that away. Now Amada here going for the cross here. Can we get this one in the box? That one is going to be a header, but no. Dundalker, he knows he almost had that. Should have been in there, but he misfires there on that one. Now Dundalker gets that one to Phillips. And, come on, Phillips. Who was you kicking that one to? Got to get out of here. You got to get rid of that ball here. They're going to see if they can get one on the top of the box. But a penalty is going to be, or a whistle's going to be called. So a free kick now for Southampton as they go for a kick. And, oh, my God, that was... Woo! Woo! Please don't call VAR because I do not want to know if that ball crossed that white line. We'll see here now, 87th minute here. Again, Southampton on the attack here. Down by 1. And this is the part of the time of the game I just hate because, the computer's known to get some last minute goals here, last minute shots. And of course, I'm trying to keep maintain that back line and just kind of keep things going. And as you see there, nice job there from Rooney. Finds Amada. And now Amada just needs to kind of just slow it down. Get our guys down here. Push the ball a little. Dundalker now has it on the outside of the box there. Gives this one to Costa. Costa turns around, spins, fires that one in there. That's going to get into goal. That is goal number 1 for him today. Nice play as we get a 2-0 lead here and possibly the game-winning goal. This is going to be a nice shutout here to end the episode there. And just look at that. Just great job there, pivoting around, doing a great job there, blocking the ball, making the defensive player kind of just veer off. And gets, spins around, goes back, lines the shot up, fires it right in there, the back of the net. Costa getting his first goal here of the season here in the 90th minute. And of course, we got some extra time. The extra time is expired now as we end up winning this one here. So not a bad episode here today. As we did give up, we did have one game we didn't get a clean sheet, but the last 2 games here got a clean sheet, looking pretty good here. And I'm proud of our boys as they can go here on the road here and get a victory against Southampton. Like I said, hats off to Southampton. They had some good attacking shots on us. I mean, it was really good. 14 shots for us, 15 for them, 2 goals. We win 2-0. Targets on shots on target there, 7 for us, 5 for them. Possession wise, you see Southampton had a better possession than us. But we did out tackle them by 1. Of course, fouls 1 apiece. And then, of course, offside calls 1 for us. But we had 3 corner kicks there. But they had both of those corner kicks they had. They could have easily scored a goal. They could really easily scored a goal there. One of them was, like I said, butt puckering. Because I thought that one was drilled in there. But thank God I was waiting for the VAR to show up and say that it was a goal. They were reverse the call, but yeah, it didn't do it. So. Thank goodness. Player of the match there, of course, Wayne Rooney. He had a nice overall. He had a nice match rating there for us. Did not score a goal, but did have a goal assist in this one, as well as Dendocker there for the Wolves. As you take a look at some of the stats here, some of the player ratings for the Wolves, and of course, we'll see some for Southampton. But like I said, this was good. This was nice. This was what we needed. I'm very happy with the lads, how they played today. And, of course, now we're going to that transfer window here. And we'll have to see how things are going to turn out for us. See if we can get things going. So you see, we've got a lot of games coming up here. Oh, boy. And that's why I said rotation and bringing some of these younger players is going to be very key for us. I think in this first month, or actually the first 2 months of this second half of the season of January and February. So I believe we got an FA Cup game here, and then of course we have that game against Aston Villa, which is a Carabao Cup game, and of course a Premier League game with Bournemouth. So those might be the 3 games we'll see in the next episode. I'm trying to put at least 3 to 4 games an episode, and especially now since we're on the second half here, we may end up simming some games, especially against some of these. Some of the bottom, especially against the teams that are in relegation. We'll probably end up skipping those games and just show a quick sim of those games so we can kind of go quicker here. So some episodes we might have 3 games we'll play, and then 1 game obviously we will record, or it might be vice versa. 2 games we'll play and then 2 games, just depending on how the schedule sets up. Of course, if it's a cup game of any sort, like that Aston Villa game, both because you got to have a home and a road game. You have 2 legs of that there. Then obviously we'll show those cup games as well, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and of course the FA Cup, Carabao Cup. I think it's the same thing, but as well as the Champions League Cup game. So that's it for this episode, you guys. If you did enjoy today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe and definitely stick around for more here of the Wolverhampton Wolves Manager Career Mode here on FIFA 20. Like I said, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. Links are down below, as we do live stream over on Twitch. And the schedule for that is down below in the description as well. And don't forget to check out our other series as well, the Austin FC series here on the channel, and of course on our second channel over on ESGNet plus LP we have Manchester United. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned here for more As always, keep yourselves and each other healthy, and I will see you guys next time.